Hi, boys and girls. So I have our very last Freddy book that I'd like to share with you. It's called Second Grade Rules. So this is one of the books where Freddy is actually in second grade. We know that he had a lot of adventures when he was in first grade. So this is one of the first ones that happens when he's in second grade. I know we've listened to a couple of the stories we read about when Freddy was in second grade, but this is the very first one. So I thought you'd like to hear this one as we're getting ready to go on to second grade. Second grade rules. Wonder what Freddy's problem's going to be in this one. Missing Robbie. I lay in bed on Monday morning. I could hear my mom yelling from downstairs. Freddy, Freddy, let's go. Get a move on. Ugh, I groaned. I didn't want to go to school. Freddy, Freddy, she called again. You are going to be late. I dragged myself out of bed. Coming, Mom, I yelled. Be there in a minute. I threw on some clothes and walked slowly down to breakfast. Well, look who's here, said my dad. My sister Susie laughed. What's so funny? I snapped. You, said Susie, pointing. Your hair is a mess. It's sticking out all over. You look like a werewolf. I tipped my head back and howled, oh! And your breath smells like one too, said Susie, waving her hand back and forth in front of her nose. P.U. Freddy, said my mom, stop howling and come eat. I plopped myself in my chair and stared at my plate. Well, what's wrong? Asked my mom. Why aren't you eating? I made your favorite chocolate chip pancakes. I bet you would like cookies too. I don't want to go to school, I said. Well, why not? Said my mom. I thought you liked your new teacher, Miss Clark. Oh, I like her a lot, I said. She's really nice. So then what's the problem? Asked my dad. Robbie's not in my class. Well, you have other friends in your class, said my mom. I know, I said, but not my best friend. So there's Freddy. His hair is a mess. So it sounds like Freddy's problem is his best friend isn't in his class. So what? Said Susie. So what? I cried. It's not fair, that's what. You have your best friend in your class, so be quiet. Freddy, said my dad, don't talk to your sister that way. Well, I said, it's not fair. Susie gets to sit next to Kimberly every day. But you get to sit next to Robbie on the bus and at lunch, right? Said my mom. Yeah, but it's not the same. I know it's hard not having Robbie there, said my mom. He was in my class in kindergarten and in first grade, I said. I thought for sure he would be in my class in second grade. Well, sometimes the school likes to mix kids up, said my dad. Fine, I said. Why couldn't they put Max or Chloe in a different class? That would be great. Why don't you try making some new friends, suggested my dad. I guess I could. Well, what about that new kid? Asked Susie. What new kid? Asked my dad. There's a new kid in Freddy's class, said Susie. Really? Said my mom. What's his name? Josh, I told her. Well, where is he from? Asked my dad. I'm not sure. I wonder why he moved here, Susie said. I think his dad got a new job, I told her. I bet he's missing his best friend too, said my mom. Maybe, I shrugged. He probably has a best friend at his old school that he misses a lot, said my dad. At least you know kids in your class, Susie pointed out. He doesn't really know anybody. I I haven't thought about it like that. I think it would be really nice if you tried to make him feel welcome, said my mom. Maybe you could ask him to eat lunch with you and Robbie, said Susie. That's a great idea, said my mom. I know, Susie said, smiling. Now, Freddy, said my mom, you'd better start eating or you're going to miss the bus. I reached for the syrup and accidentally knocked over Susie's glass of milk. She jumped out of the chair. Look what you've done, shouted Susie. I spent a long time picking out this outfit, and now I have to go change my clothes. I just stared at her. Freddy, said my dad, don't you have something to say to your sister? Sorry, I mumbled. Oh, you're so annoying, Susie growled as she stomped out of the kitchen to go change her clothes. Freddy, said my mom, stop staring at this river of milk. Go get the sponge and clean up this mess. And next time, said my dad, please ask someone to pass you the syrup instead of reaching for it. I cleaned up the milk and went back to eating. Now you really don't have a lot of time, said my mom. The bus is going to be here any minute and you still need to comb your hair. I started gobbling down huge forkfuls of pancake. Susie came back into the kitchen. That outfit is just as cute as the first one, said my mom. Thanks, Mom, said Susie. Then she turned to me and said, not only do you look like a werewolf, but you eat like one too. I'm just trying to eat fast, I said with a mouthful of pancake. Ew, keep your mouth closed, said Susie. I don't want to see what you're eating. That's disgusting. Sorry, I said as a small piece of pancake fell out of my mouth. Gross, said Susie. Freddy, where are your manners, said my mom. You know not to talk with your mouth full. Josh isn't going to want to eat lunch with you if you spit food all over him, said Susie. Freddy, run upstairs and brush your teeth and comb your hair, said my mom. Yeah, said Susie. You don't want to scare kids on the bus. It's not Halloween yet. So I wonder what Freddy is going to do. Do you think he's going to talk to his new friend today, Josh? Do you think he's going to talk to him? Do you think he's going to ask him to go to lunch with him and Robbie? I don't know. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. See you then, boys and girls.